I had an interesting day in the market today. When the market opened up, there was some bad economic data, which caused the account to fall by about $7,000, putting me in the red. And then slowly throughout the day, everything climbed back up, and I ended up finishing about 700 down instead of 7,000. And then when the market closed, like has been typical for the last few months, there was a rally that went on in the aftermarket, probably as the shorts were covering. And as of right now, at 9:08 p.m. Arizona time, I'm only $93 down on the day. I sold a lot of positions today, and I ended up banking $741 worth of actual losses. But overall, the account is still positive $31,874 with all of my open positions. If you've been paying attention to my videos over the last month or so, you'll see that my account balance has steadily grown from around 80,000 to 130,000 where it's sitting right now. And let's talk about the day's biggest dollar performers and maybe a mistake I made this week, which cost me some money by violating my own rules of trading. And I'm going to talk about that with you. So today, our number one dollar gainer in the account was USWS. And USWS was up 44% today. And that gave me a $782 profit on paper with today's trading action. I bought into USWS at $1.17 about a week ago, and it got up to 301 in the overnights. So we'll see what it does tomorrow. But this stock chart is exactly what we like to see before I place a trade. We have a nice smiling base. We've got a few volume spikes in here, heavy volume coming out the back end. If you take my course at painlesstrader.com, this is the kind of stocks that I'm going to show you how to find and then how to trade them once you find them. This particular, I just realized all of my stop losses are gone. That's interesting. I'll have to go in here and reattach my stop losses. Well, let's take a look at the next chart. This one's Riot. Riot was up 36, almost 37% on the day. Riot Blockchain is a company that I traded before. I kind of bought it down in this area here, and I rode it up to where I was stopped out, and then I went ahead and hopped back in it at 45, and it closed today at 81, and I got in at 45 about 3 days ago. So that was a $482 profit for me on the day. The next biggest performer for the day was Adxs. And this is one I've been in for about a month now. I got in at 68 cents. It closed at $1.47. If you look at the chart, you have a nice, again, kind of a smiling base. This one's a little bit sloppier, but you have the increasing volume, rising on-balance volume, rising price volume trend. This is exactly the kind of stock that I trade. And overall, we had a pretty good day in the market, even though the account finished down about $100. I've got about 148 open positions right now. My biggest loser on the day was SHIP, Ship Maritime, and it closed at $1.75. I bought in it at 86 cents. So I'm still up over 102% since I got in. But today's action, they announced they were going to have a public share offering, which kind of dilutes the stock, and therefore prices kind of fell. But it didn't hit my stop out down here. So maybe this news is going to turn out to be not all that important. Maybe it'll keep going up. We try to hang on to our stocks as they move up and sell them when the move is over. So I kind of let the market decide when to get in and out of trades. And that comes to what I was talking about as my trading mistakes. Aqms was a stock that I had purchased down here at $2.30. And as you can see, over the next 2 months, it steadily went up, and it even made a new high today. What I did that turned out to be a mistake was that back in here, I sold half of my position to take a profit. I did that with several trades, And that violates my trading procedures. I don't usually take a profit on the way up. You have to let your winners ride if you're going to make money in the stock market. You cut your losses, you let your winners ride. What I should have done when I wanted to buy other stocks was have gone over to my unrealized gain section and sold off any of these stocks in the red and left my green stocks alone. As it turns out that most of the money you're going to make in the stock market is going to come from a few trades. And so when you get on a trade that actually works in your favor, you want to let that one run as long as you can, because the only way a stock can go from being a 30% gainer to a 1500% gainer is if you stay in for the whole ride until the move is over with, and you never know which one's going to do it. So I deserved not making as much money as I could have made on this particular move because I sold out half of my position. Thank you very much. Keep trading. If you'd like to learn about how and why I place the trades I trade, you can go to painlesstrader.com and subscribe to my online trading course there, painlesstrader.com.